If you own a swimming pool, you already know how fast debris builds up in the swimming pool, especially right now as it's yellow fuzzy season in Tucson, Arizona. So I'm testing out the MOVA Diver A10 and I ran it through several real world cleaning tests to see how it performs in an actual backyard pool. Now for reference, my swimming pool here is about 30 feet long, 16 feet wide, and around 7 feet deep with a standard plaster interior finish, which I definitely need to get upgraded. And I've got a few steps at one end, and there's something big that I was really happy to see with the Diver A10. There's also some curves and some other stuff. I don't have any Baja shelves or ledges to test out, but I did get to see that in action when I was out in Beverly Hills a couple of weeks ago. Now, setup is very, very simple. You literally just charge it, plug it in, charge it, then drop it in the water and it immediately sinks and starts cleaning your pool. There's no hoses, no cables, nothing else to hook up. Just power it on and let it go to work. Now, once it is started moving, the first thing I really paid attention to was suction power. How strong was this little guy? The MOVA Diver A10 is rated at 6,000 gallons per hour, and to really test that, I dumped a mix of debris across my pool floor like sand and leaves and some heavier materials, then let it run straight across it. Watching it pass over the debris strips, I could definitely see that it was picking up the sand and the debris, and the spiral brush really comes into play here. Instead of just vacuuming loose debris, it agitates the surface and pulls everything into the filtration system. And speaking of filtration, this cleaner uses a 3.5 liter filter basket, which is large enough to hold a surprising amount of debris. You could clearly see the mix of the sand and little pebbles and fine debris that it captured, so I was impressed how strong this little guy is. The basket itself is easy to remove, easy to clean, and large enough that you're not constantly emptying it after every run. Another thing that stood out during the testing was the runtime, how long this thing actually lasted in my swimming pool. The Diver A10 runs for up to 240 minutes, which gives it enough time to cover medium to large size pools without rushing. So you don't have to use the turbo mode unless you really want to use the turbo mode. I ran it long enough to watch it work through. That movement is controlled by something MOVA calls Pool Navi technology, which handles path planning. And I definitely saw that when I looked at time lapse of my security footage. Instead of moving randomly, the robot follows structured cleaning patterns. From above, you can actually see it run in S-shaped, star-shaped, and N-shaped patterns depending on the section of the pool it's actually working on. And once it moves from the floor to the walls, that's where the waterline cleaning became very evident. To test this, I applied a little bit of sunscreen residue along the waterline, the kind of buildup that usually sticks around after people have been swimming in it for a while. Then I let the Diver A10 run its wall and waterline cycle. It climbed up to the wall and scrubbed across the waterline twice. And just a side note, it is important that you go into the app and activate the clean the waterline twice option inside of the app, because that allowed it to come up and really scrub that waterline. So after it finished passing along the whole waterline, the difference was very obvious to me. Hard to really show that on camera, but I definitely noticed that the tile line was much cleaner than it was before. And maybe your pool robot doesn't even clean the waterline. And if you have one that doesn't clean the waterline, it is time to get a new robot pool cleaner. One of the things that helps here is something called Edge Pulse technology. And I love all the names that these swimming pool robot companies are coming up with, but this one really fits. This is what keeps the robot tracking tightly along the edges instead of drifting away from the pool wall. I did notice the Diver A10 really hugging the wall and keeping nice tight contact with the surface while it was scrubbing it. There's even an edge cleaning mode where it'll just go along the corner bottom of your swimming pool to make sure that there's no trapped debris in those areas. Something else that was very impressive is the fact that there are 8 available cleaning modes inside of the app that you can access. And I'm showing them to you here on the screen, but these 8 different cleaning modes were really helpful to target every aspect of my pool. And it's really cool because you can set the mode and then you can put it in the water and then you just say, hey, it's in the water, and even schedule it to be done after a certain period of time. And once the cleaning cycle finished, the auto parking feature kicked in. And what this does is it actually causes the A10 to swim its way over to the edge of the pool, making it super easy for you to then retrieve your Diver A10, because nobody wants to try to fish it out from the middle of the deep end of your swimming pool, especially when it's 7 feet deep like my pool is. Okay, so this is one of the cool features that I love about the A10. Look at this. It actually not only comes to the pool edge, but it will actually come to the surface. Look at it. It's just sitting there waiting for me to grab it, like completely motionless. It's almost like magic, like Spider-Man hanging out there for me. This makes it so easy that I can just reach in, grab it up, and go plug it in. Love that feature. Check this out. You can visibly see the step that it's cleaned here and the part that's still dirty. Yes, we have yellow fuzzies floating because it's dropping season for yellow fuzzies in our yard, but just wanted you to see how clean the steps are over here, and it's still working on these over here. Night and day difference on the steps. Come on up, buddy. Now, since I have previously tested the Scuba S1, I felt that that was going to be the obvious choice to compare it. I wanted to give you guys a little barometer of what I've tested before and apply it to what I'm testing now. And the Scuba S1 was a very highly rated robot pool cleaner when I reviewed it. In fact, I'll leave that link down below so you can go check out that review. But the most obvious comparison here was that pool robot. Now, both of these cleaners fall into a very similar category, but there are a few differences that really stood out while I was testing the MOVA Diver A10. The first one that I noticed is the runtime. Technically, and in my testing, the Diver A10 runs up to 240 minutes depending on the cleaning mode and the water conditions, while the Scuba S1 runs for around 180 minutes. So almost the same, but not quite. The Diver A10 definitely has some additional runtime in this category here. And the last thing anybody wants is pool cleaner range anxiety. Wait, maybe that's just electric vehicle anxiety. Anyway, you don't want to run out of power when your pool is only half cleaned, which means that with the Diver A10, you're going to be able to cover more pool area and longer before the battery drains and runs out. Now, suction power is another difference that I noticed, not just on paper, but in real world testing. The Diver A10 is rated at 6,000 gallons per hour of suction power, and compare that to roughly 4,200 gallons per hour on the Scuba S1. So again, a little improvement with the MOVA A10. I think that the Diver A10 also handled fine debris and sand a little bit better, along with heavier buildup along that water line to keep everything nice and pristine and clean. Another area where the Diver A10 separates itself is that dual water line scrubbing, while the Scuba S1 doesn't offer the same level of dedication to the waterline. So kudos to the Diver A10 for really putting in the work along the waterline and keeping it clean. So when both pool cleaning robots are priced close enough to each other, those little differences definitely matter, and I think you're getting more value out of the MOVA Diver A10. More runtime, stronger suction, and better edge coverage definitely shifts the value in the favor of the Diver A10. I just think MOVA's giving you a lot in this package with the MOVA Diver A10. And in my opinion, the biggest takeaway from my testing is the consistency. How consistently the Diver A10 picked up the debris, got it clean, got my water line scrubbed, and kept my pool pristine. I'm going to continue running it here over the next couple of months as we're still in the yellow fuzzy season with everything falling into my pool, making it cloudy and just disastrous for most of the part if it wasn't for the fact that I have the robot pool cleaners. So if you're responsible for maintaining pool regularly and want something that can handle both routine cleaning and heavier debris pickup from your swimming pool, the MOVA Diver A10 is a solid choice in my opinion. Now, while it doesn't come with a wireless charging dock station, you will find that in some of their premium models, but in this case, you are using a cord that you're plugging into the back of the Diver A10. Not a big deal, but I do like the convenience of that wireless charger. Now, MOVA is also running a big sale right now, and I've left a coupon code down below that will actually give you a whopping 20% off their entire cleaning lineup right now. So definitely go down there and check that out. I've got links to the MOVA Diver A10 and the best price, obviously with that 20% off coupon, but I've given you some other options down there as well. On the official website, that's where you're going to be able to use that 20% off coupon. Thanks to MOVA for sponsoring this video, but all of these thoughts and opinions and observations are my own, and they give me full creative freedom to make these videos and shoot them how they actually happen in my swimming pool. So let me know down below, what do you guys think of the MOVA Diver A10?